Some of you probably know that I've been doing some history videos on the Franklin expeditions, so if you want to know more after this, feel free to check those out. Now, this video is not going to be about some grand theory, it's just a short explanation of some accidental brilliance in Star Trek Beyond. The sort of thing that you're only going to pick up on if you know some real-world history. Now, beware spoilers. In Star Trek Beyond, the Enterprise finds the USS Franklin, a long-lost exploration ship on a remote planet hidden in a nebula. The Franklin went through a wormhole, was spat out there and crashed. The crew are dead, except for 3 of the officers, including Captain Idris Elba. They've been kept alive by using some alien technology that allows them to steal other people's life force to prolong their own. They've been feeding on aliens for most of that time, so none of the survivors look human anymore. Then there's the usual Star Trek shenanigans, but that's not important for the video. The story of the Franklin works nearly perfectly as a mad sci-fi retelling of the Franklin expedition. 2 19th century ships and 130 men that were sent to find the Northwest Passage and vanished. They got trapped, far from the reach of help, and ultimately devolved into desperation and cannibalism before they all finally died. So, what are the parallels? Well, the name of the USS Franklin's an obvious one. They both got ships sent out exploring and getting lost and trapped. Bad stuff happens to them, the crews collapse in desperation, and in both cases they even feed on other sentient beings to prolong their tormented existence. The captain of the Franklin was an old war hero forged with the Romulan and Xindi wars who felt put out to pasture. Captain of the expedition, Sir John Franklin, was a long-time Navy veteran and forged in the Battle of Trafalgar. He wasn't exactly a war hero, but the third in command, Fitzjames, he was. The captain of the USS Franklin felt he was forcibly being changed from a warrior to an explorer, and he hated it. The ships in the Franklin expedition, the Erebus and Terror, were literal warships rebuilt and refitted for exploration. Apart from the sci-fi stuff, the biggest difference is the crew of the USS Franklin were eventually found. While the only contact we've had with the Franklin expedition was a message found after all or most of them had died. Yeah, it's a pretty short, but fun list of comparisons. I'm more amused than anything because none of this was planned. They wrote their story and then director Justin Lin named the USS Franklin after his dad, Frank Lin. And in universe, it's probably named after Benjamin Franklin. So there you go, another piece of accidental brilliance. But brilliance, nonetheless.